Hey y'all, welcome back to part two of a four-part moving segment where I'm talking about my transition from Washington State to San Antonio, Texas. Okay, yes, part two. In part two, we're going to talk about being on the road to get here. Okay, it took 33 hours to get here, give or take an hour. I wasn't counting, I was just trying to get there. But before we tap into that, just 2 seconds. For those that are listening, I just took a sip of wine. I'm gonna hit my vape. Because when I tell you I hate driving, I hate driving. And you shouldn't hate things in your life. One of my chiefs told me that. Like, you shouldn't hate anything in your life. You shouldn't. And she's right. You shouldn't hate things in your life. You can strongly dislike, but you shouldn't hate them. I hate driving. I'm going to just keep it. I hate driving. I'm going to tell you how much I hate driving. If I'm ever invited on a road trip with my friends, if we ever plan a road trip, whatever have you, I'm not driving. I am not driving at all. And they know this. All my friends know. Every last person knows this. My dude knows this. Okay? I'm not doing it. Okay? However, the silver lining is I will put more gas money in. So just know that if I don't drive none of the way, I'm putting a little bit more gas in. It's the least that I can do because I'm not doing it. Okay, if everyone is tired, which is stupid, if everyone is tired from driving all at the same time, you're gonna pull over because I'm not doing it. I'm not. I refuse. So that's that. Period. So, like I said, this drive was 33 hours. Okay. And my baby, my dude, my future hubby help me drive because he's amazing and he claims he loves me more. Whatever. No, I honestly think he loves me more, but don't tell him that. I really do. And I love it so much. He matches my love, but goes a little bit more into it, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, he helped me drive, and I was very appreciative of him. I was very appreciative of him, and I thanked him nicely for that. Okay, so shout out to you, babe. I got you. And so this drive. So I drove from Washington to Oregon. So I drove from Washington to Portland, Oregon. Basically to go get him and stuff like that to get on the road. And in the process of getting on the road, y'all, I was like, I don't like fast food too much. I don't do fast food. So I went to the store and stuff like that. And, you know, have y'all ever just you when you think your road trip out, it's so convenient. It's so much more convenient to go to the store and purchase food like sandwiches and meats and get a little cooler or a little, one of those little thermal bags or whatever have you, and pack you a nice little road trip lunch so you don't have to stop and spend more money because you already paying for gas and stuff like that. So that's what we did. Made sandwiches, made our snacks, did our thing to get on the road because we weren't really going to stop nowhere. I mean, we ended up stopping one or two places for food, but other than that, we had what we needed for the road. And it's really important for a lot of people to incorporate that because it's especially when you're trying your best to not get fat for one, and then you're not into fast food, and that's literally the only thing that's on the road unless you really stop at a diner somewhere in a state and eat. But other than that, it's I highly recommend people prepping food for the road. I highly recommend sandwiches, chips, snacks, nuts, water, juice, 5 Hour Energy. My dude takes 5 Hour Energy here and now. I just can't, or energy drinks, Red Bull. I'm not a big Red Bull person. I don't do Red Bull at all, period. But to each his own. Just do whatever you it's gonna help you get through the road. Like make your playlist. Oh, you gotta have your your music playlist, and even your movie playlist. Like if you just chilling for a minute, you gotta have that. So I found that extremely important. I'm really glad that we were able to do that. We were able to get that done and stuff. So, yeah. So I got to Portland, picked him up. Y'all, I had my dogs. Okay, so. I already had Stella's. Atlas came November. I got Atlas in November. If some of y'all already know that I got Atlas in November. And literally everybody was like, why'd you get another dog if you about to get on the road? Shit, he was free. And I said that I wanted 4 dogs. And he was free. You know what I'm saying? So I got him. Y'all, traveling with 2 dogs, it turned out to be better than I thought it was. Like, legit. I thought it was going to be horrible. Oh, my God. I thought it was going to be horrible. I mean, there were some moments, but Atlas, he's 4 months. So I thought he was just going to give me the biggest problems, and it wasn't him. Stop! It wasn't him at all. It was Stellar mainly, because Stellar was like, where the fuck we going? Where we at? What we doing? So he wouldn't, sit still for a very long period of time. Sorry, hold on. Go. I love you though. You're a good boy. He heard me call his name. Look, keep coming around the couch. Stop, Stella. Yeah, he heard his name, so he got up and wanted to come over here. But yeah, he didn't. I won't say he gave me problems. He was just like up, and I wanted him to be like sleeping, laying down. And he did sleep, and he did lay down and chill for a minute and stuff like that. But like I was basically hoping he was doing the same thing that Atlas did. Atlas was out. When I say Atlas was out, Atlas was out. That my baby slept literally the whole drive. I was jealous. I was mad jealous of him. I ain't even gonna hold you. I was so jealous of Atlas the whole ride, because all he had to do was just eat, poop, pee, sleep. That's it. Eat, poop, pee, sleep. That's it. And he looked at mad comfortable, because I set my car up to accommodate both of them, right? So what I did with my car was I put the back seat down, so the trunk and the trunk literally went into the back seat, so it was just flat back there. And then for me to have like my stuff and then my dude's stuff in there, I basically had it like on one side, and then Stellar's bed kind of like made like an L shape, so he was comfortable. He had like a little wall of cushion right here, and then right here he had a wall of cushion, so it looked like this. So just like an L. And then I put Atlas right in front of him, put his bed right there, and they was set. You know what I'm saying? They was good. It looked comfortable. I wouldn't have mind being back there. If you put a bed cushion back there, I would have not mind being back there. It turned out really nice. So we literally on the road. The boys were really good. Stella had his moments, but it turned out to be really good as far as traveling with more than one dog. So you have to honestly just know your dogs. You just have to know like how they are, especially, and you can literally figure this out by taking your dogs for long period of drives. Like, what are they going to do? Are they going to be up? Most of the time they're going to be down. So I already knew how Stella was going to be. I knew he was going to be up, like sitting most of the time, and he did. So like I expected that. It just bugged me after a while, because I'm like, baby, please, like, sit down, like, lay down. Like, I wanted him to, like, lay down and be comfortable. We're on the road. Like, we're going to be on the road for a minute, And they actually were really good about going to the bathroom and stuff like that. So every time we stopped for gas, I had them out, and it was just all over. They was all over the place, but it worked itself out, and I fed them. I won't call it a routine. It was just like this pattern that I developed on the road to make sure that my dogs were straight. They ate, they drank water, they went to the bathroom, they pooped and stuff like that. Excuse me. I made sure that, because that was a priority for me, making sure my dogs was good, because I did not want them to be comfortable, because if they're uncomfortable, they're gonna let me know, and then it makes the drive weird, especially when we're going through places that we can't, there's nowhere to stop, you know what I'm saying, and we're not stopping on the side of the road in the middle of the night. We're just not going to do that. So I definitely make sure to make them comfortable as possible, and then, this was the first time that my dude was around the dogs for a long period of time, and I was so grateful that he accommodated them as well. Like, he helped out with them, and I was just really happy about that. I was really, really happy about that. Like, he picked up on Stiller's cues about wanting to stick his head out the window, because it was cold going across these state lines. It was cold in some states, so he was really, really on Stiller's cues about rolling down the window a little bit, let him stick his head out, and him knowing that that's what he needed to go lay down, and then keeping it cracked for him to be able to stay down. So he was really good about that, and I really appreciate him for that. But on the other note, like, I have to put this out there, because my guy is gonna feel like he didn't get the credit he needed, and he did. I promise you, he got thanked. I'm gonna just put it out there though. He drove most of the way. Yes, he drove most of the way. He did. So in this 33-hour drive, he drove 20 plus hours of that drive, and I did like 10. Literally. So it was like 10 hours, and then I did 5, and then we did it again. We didn't stop at no hotels. We just didn't. And I'm gonna give y'all the rundown. I'm gonna give y'all the scoop real quick on that one in just a second. But yeah, he did 10, I did 5, and then he did 10, and I did 5, and then we just made up for the remainder of the 33 hours and stuff like that. But let me give y'all the scoop. When y'all are on the road and you just don't want to stop at a hotel or raunchy hotel, because it's weird, honestly, especially all the shit that's in the news, and then your little paranoia of watching crime shows and shit like that. Me, it's Criminal Minds, so Pilot gas stations. Pilot. And I'm not, this is just I don't know anybody else, but Pilot gas stations have the cleanest showers. This is my opinion, because I've never been steered wrong. They have the cleanest showers. So in the midst of us driving across the country, when the next day came, we was like, okay, we're going to stop. We're going to find a Pilot. We're going to stop. We're going to shower. We're going to freshen up. We're going to eat. We're going to do what we need to do. And that's what we did. So we made it. We went Oregon, Nevada, Arizona, a little bit New Mexico, and then we were in Texas. So our first stop was in Nevada. We stopped in Las Vegas. So we had a little moment in Las Vegas. We stopped in Las Vegas, and we stopped at a Pilot. We showered. We got some food and stuff like that. He took me to Lolo's, because all the times I've been to fucking Vegas, I never went to Lolo's. So I went to Lolo's chicken and waffles. I think I said that right. And it was really good. So it was his first time experiencing Pilot, and he was like, okay, let me find out. And I was like, yeah, put you on game or whatever have you. But I'm telling y'all, if y'all are on the road and y'all don't want to spend money on hotels and stuff like that, check out Pilot gas stations. Like, get a membership and get a Pilot, because their showers are literally like $18. And granted, I had my own towels or whatever have you, but they do provide towels, and they are fresh, I promise you. Because when we went to Vegas, he had the guy that was working there just had washed the towels. And when I'm talking just washing towels, I'm like, I know this detergent. Like, he just washed them towels. So they do have towels and face cloths, the whole shebang for you, the whole shebang. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Like, some of these truck stops be worthy of it. Like, they're not just for truckers. Like, people on the road, like, they need to stop and take a shower too. It's not weird. Like, I don't fucking mind. I recommend it. Okay, so that was literally like a highlight for me, because I put my baby on game. Like, hey man, these truck stops, Pilot gas station hitting. So shout out to Pilot. So we did that, and then we got back on the road. And then boom, another $10 for my baby. I think he did a little bit more. And then I did every month, and I was struggling. Okay, I hate when I talk about I only did like it was like so my shit was in 5 hour increments. Okay, well intervals or whatever have you. When I tell you that I was struggling, I was struggling. Like I hate driving. I hate driving. I was struggling. But I did it, made it happen, and I gave him some flack. I gave my dude a little bit of flack, and I was like, "Baby, please wake up." But we pushed through and made it through, and I don't ever want to do it again. But I probably may end up doing it one more time, and I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna hate it still, but I promise you, I wish I would have shipped my car. But if I would have shipped my car, then I probably wouldn't have gotten my car in time, like when I got here. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to like taking a flight. I really wanted to pay somebody to just drive all my shit here, but that was neither here nor there. Couldn't find nobody, but that was that. So I was really happy that we made it safe and sound. We stopped for gas 6 times. I think we stopped for gas 6 times. I budgeted it to 6 times. Girl, when the gas prices started to go down, as more as we went headed south, I was so happy, so happy. But yeah, I think I filled my tank about 6 times. Yeah. So I spent about we spent about maybe $300, $300+ if not less, if not more or less, on gas. I budgeted out. It's important to budget it out for real. So yeah, that was my journey, y'all, on the road, and it was fun. Oh, I do want to mention we did have really great conversations. Me and my dude had some. When I told you find out so much when it's just you and your significant other, and y'all just like, outside of just being at home and having conversations or going on dates and having conversations, just car rides, that lets you know too, like those indicators, like the red flags or the green flags and stuff like that. Like, can I really go on a road trip with this person? Can I not go on a road trip with this person? Like, is he gonna get on my fucking nerves? Is he gonna stink? This, that, and the third, whatever have you. Like, that opens up so many eyes when you're on the road with your significant other. And for us, it was honestly, we had so many great conversations, and our music playlist tastes are like they're the same. So we had our car concerts, our car karaoke, and I just love that man, y'all. I ain't even gonna hold you, but I ain't even gonna get too much more into him. But I find it really important, like, go on a road with someone that's gonna be able to keep you up when you need to be up, and that's not gonna fuck with you when you sleeping. Like, they're gonna let you sleep. They're not gonna be mad at you sleep or whatever have you. So yeah, definitely make that a thing. Now, part 3, y'all. On the next segment, part 3, I'm gonna be talking about my arrival to San Antonio and how that went. So check that out on part 3 of my moving segment, y'all. So thank y'all. See y'all again.